rainbows. Unicorns, unicorns, unicorns. Cupcake, rainbows. Unicorns, unicorns, unicorns. Cupcake. Magical ponies that fly all over the world. Consume cupcakes so they will hurl. Unicorns, unicorns, magic, magic, unicorns, 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 magic, magic, unicorns. Nyan cat! The magical neoplurodon, Charlie, also likes cupcakes, but the magical neoplurodon, he is lactose intolerant, and within our frosting we contain milk, so he cannot consume it. So therefore, he will be very sad and depressed. But the magical neoplurodon has spoken, and he shall suffer, for he wants the magical cupcake that will make him fly, not hurl. For the magical tree, Sharon has told him, in this crazy Avatar-like world, that before the drama of him and actual plant, Kingsley, had occurred, they realized that, as he had noticed, the magical neoplurodon needed to fly to show Charlie the way to the mountain. But which mountain? Candy Mountain. Candy Mountain. But they must do it in secrecy, because Kingsley, the plant, would be angered. For as you can see, Kingsley and the magical neoplurodon were once lovers. And Kingsley is jealous of Sharon. And the magical bond that neoplurodon and Sharon hold. This true friendship angers Kingsley. For he believes that Sharon and the neoplurodon are having relations. And he is angered because he thinks this, and because the magical neoplurodon is asexual, has no desire to be with a man, nor a woman, nor anything in between. So why Kingsley would have been his lover prior makes no sense. As did neither he being Sharon's new lover. Which is why it made sense to Kingsley to think so. So yet after all this, Kingsley has not forgiven the magical neoplurodon. But he, being a plant, can suffer in the rain, in the fire, watching it come down his face. But no, Kingsley the plant shall not, for he has brothers and sisters all over the way to Candy Mountain. And you know what you know what he's gonna do? Obviously you don't, because you have not asked. I don't care that you didn't ask, okay? But his siblings shall help him guide the way. They should turn a leaf, as they say, become wild as they be. Different than what Kingsley has ever been before. Different than what Sharon and the magical neoplurodon have known prior. For these magical ways of the plants is magic. They communicate and explain to each other what's going on. And while Sharon and the magical neoplurodon do not know of this communication, Kingsley takes that to his advantage. He tells his siblings, do not talk to them. Do not explain where is the way to the magical neoplurodon. To grow tall! And hide it in the magical globe of plants. And within this area, the magical neoplurodon shall never find Candy Mountain and enjoy his cupcake. And with all his normal suffering of just trying to reach for that non-lactose intolerant cupcake while he's lactose intolerant, with all that suffering that he has suffered to even be able to suffer to have the cupcake. She shan't have it. Yet Sharon, a measly tree, cannot walk. So the magical neoplurodon has to uproot her and carry her on his back, which is round and circular, like this. So when they would walk, it'd be like, watch, fall over, and he'd pick her back up again, because he cares about Sharon. But not in the way that Kingsley had performed before. Not in that way. At all. He cared in the way of a friend. Of the love of a friendship. For friendship love. But sadly, to Kingsley and his siblings, and misunderstandings, someone had contacted the storm, which then came, gave them water, allowing them to grow. So then they grew even taller. Everything. To the point that the neoplurodon and the tree were lost. And you know what happened then? They died. Just kidding! They okay. Just lost. Later on, though, with the storm having been contacted before, when needed, actually, when it had hit a dry spell, would not come. But, as the storm would not come, the rain would not come. But with that, though, a small storm did, by accident, because he didn't catch the memo, there was a drought, and he, all by himself, could not pour, could not shower the world, but he still managed to set lightning. And since the world being in a drought, everything was dry, he set one plant on fire, igniting the next, and the next, and the next, until Kingsley and all siblings were dead. By now, it had been months, and the magical neoplurodon still had not reached Candy Mountain. But with the new drought, it is easy to see that they now could find the way to Candy Mountain. So they ran miraculously, neoplurodon with Sharon on his back, riding valiantly, only to see that Candy Mountain had been raided. With him being covered in the magical gloom of trees, once entered, you didn't know how to leave. A few robbers got in. The cupcakes were stolen. This angered the neoplurodon and Sharon. Sharon, being a tree, could not consume the cupcake either way, but the magical neoplurodon was starving. To return him and Sharon to the original place they had started at, prior to Candy leaving for the beautiful adventure of Candy Mountain, the neoplurodon needed energy, which he had not had. With a clear brush set for Candy Mountain, which had clearly been raided of all possible supplies, had now left with nothing for the neoplurodon to eat. So Sharon said, "Neoplurodon, you may consume me. Have your strength." And the magical neoplurodon said,
"Never, you are my friend."
"But you must. I need you to eat me so you can get home. So you can talk to the magical ponies, and they can make you more cupcakes."
"But you are my friend. Why would I kill you?"
"A true friend would let one to kill them so they can survive."
"Okay."
So the magical neoplurodon allowed himself to consume Sharon, then giving him the energy to get back to his original house, the original area where he had met the flying ponies. Some of you may have thought that they would be little, like little My Little Ponies. My Little Pony! Like that. Or brownies! But they were not. They were midget ponies. And happily ever after, they lived, for they had made him cupcakes once more. The end. Oh yeah.